That's the reason why it's called the Grasshopper Cave.
My gosh, those things are, I don't know what's mine. So, we are now out here at the Hmong village, up by their fields, and the plan is today to go up here and set camp and just get settled in. Tom, who's with me today, is going to have his chair made. I brought a little bit of extra luxury with me, more than I planned, because we are almost driving straight to the campsite and do not need to carry all that for our exploration anyway, so I like the luxury. But you gotta love the view, gotta be fantastic view. So right now, so as I said, I will set up the camp, and then later we will hike down into the area of the big cave that we're going to visit. It is allegedly one of the longest caves in Thailand. It is unexplored to its full extent, and the touristed bit, so to speak, the bit that I also have seen numerous times, I think I've been there dozens of times, it is about 400 or 500 meters deep. But the cave itself is allegedly about 7 kilometers deep. So that's going to be a great fun of exploration. Now, just in order for us to waste as little time as possible, when we've done with the cave up here, with the setup of the camp, we might just go down to the Hmong village and see if we can get in contact with somebody who has done the hike in there before. Not many people do it, and we are about 3 weeks from the rainy season, so once we get to the rainy season, these caves are a no-go. We don't want to have an incident like the one up in Chiang Mai with the kids that got stuck in the cave. So I'm really excited. When you have a cave that is 7 kilometers deep and you only have one entrance, as far as I know, as far as anybody else could tell me no, then I'm also curious to see what treasures the rest of the area actually holds. I mean, if you have a 7 kilometers cave, I might be wrong, but I kind of bet that there must be something else of interest that just has not been discovered yet. So why shouldn't I be the first one? And why shouldn't you be tagging along? So it's going to be a few interesting good days. The plan is at least one night, and then depending how it goes, maybe a second night. We're also going to explore deep into the jungles to an area that, according to Google Map, at least looks like a good potential for a campsite. Just got to get out of the way of these tripwires of the nature. And we're going to take a look if that is a possibility of a campsite. I'm really hoping it is, because I like these remote, yet not too far away campsites where you got water sources. Water is such an important thing, and you can find water everywhere in the forest, but you've got to work for it. So much more like just to have it flowing past my front door. So let me get up there and get the camp set up and get back to you. Okay. something I can use here. Time to test it. Definitely not bad. Wow. So this is cruelty in its worst version. It is Tom again showing how off with his food.
Mountainside deli.
Damn. Yeah, mountainside deli. The skinny guy sits there in front of the fat guy and eats deliciously.
Swiss cheese with chorizo.
Oh my God.
So,
oh.
yeah, I like the wraps because they travel well.
They do. I did see them in Rimping and I was contemplating it, but I thought, no. If anything, I want to make them myself.
Take the moat out of there.
That's just brilliant, you know. I have to come up with something smarter than that.
There we go. Yes.
Just to make you jealous.
To make me jealous. Hey, wait, give me some of that. There we go.
Anyway, I got my cashew nut that my wife bought for me yesterday and roasted for me to perfection. That would be my snack on the trip. Wrapping it all up, we've got the tents up, hammock up, and overcast, not too hot today.
Yeah.
So the job is to see if we can go down there and find, maybe we could find ourselves some new cave nobody's seen before. That could be nice. But we're definitely also going to see if we can find a alternative campsite with a water source. Doesn't it just sound nice with all the nature around it? Love it. So, yep, Tom's got to wrap it up and we will take off. Look at that, guys. Jackfruit. Oh my. That's a lot of fruit. And that's one of my favorite fruits.
Yeah, these are delicious.
Really. It took me a little while to get used to them because they have a special fragrance to them.
Yeah.
Not as strong or as the durian.
Yeah.
The durian is very good too.
Good. But though they're a mess to cut open, that they have the latex sap or something.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Oh yeah. I remember once a girl, she wanted to give it to me for free and I thought it was one of those big ones there. So I got the smaller one and they have a way to make salad with it. Man, that was sticky. I just totally gave up on that. Then I got one of the big ones. I thought, no, I'll just clean it up myself.
Yeah.
Won't do that again.
No, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. And your knife gets messy and everything just gets sticky like glue.
Yeah, it's like glue.
Yeah.
These are not.
So that's interesting. Look at that.
Oh, these are right.
I'm impressed with that.
They're all still quite firm.
Yeah.
Well, this one might be. No. Oh, this valley.
Huh?
This valley's beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice breeze.
And it's like a plateau really. It's well up in the altitude.
Yeah, as we came up on the motorbikes, it almost felt a little bit cooler as we.
No, but the temperature falls about 2 degrees per 500 meters you climb.
Oh, okay.
In average.
He goes actually up on this trail here. I was hiking with my wife and the two ladies,
and then not many people know about this cave. If you've been living in Chiang Mai for a number of years and you're into hiking and nature, then you would be aware of the Tham Takkatan, but most people really don't know where it is. And as of right now, they're also taking down all the signs leading up to the cave. About 10 years ago, they had a few small signs set up, but I think within the last few years they've taken it away. Whether it's because of the Chiang Mai incident and they want to minimize the traffic, or they just wore down, I don't know. Now, you'll find the cave if you know where it is. It is actually also mapped on Google Maps.
Yeah, it is interesting. There's no signage off the main road.
No, and also when you get up to on the plateau where there's like two options on the trail, it shows you to the right on that sign, but that sign is also gone.
Yeah, okay. I thought I had seen a sign when you get pretty close. I thought there was a sign.
Yeah, but they're taking it all away.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is, but it's not prohibited area.
Yeah.
Look at that gully here.
Bamboo.
Yeah. There is some giant bamboo shoots you can find up here. One bamboo shoot can feed a family.
Yeah.
There's a little bit over there of a cave thing, but yeah, it's not really deep. It's like a few meters and that's it. But that's the kind of thing what I'm hoping that we can dig deep into the forest and see if we can find something similar. Huge widowmaker. So up there, we got the entrance of the cave. We might just go take a quick sneak peek. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Well, technically, we could go in and take a look at the point where we got to continue tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Because that's just like 400 meters in.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my helmet, but that's okay. There's headroom everywhere we go. All right. So this is the entrance to the cave, the only entrance that I know of. Been 400 meters in. There's no light shining in from any other ways, so I don't think there is any other way in. But just for the fun of it, let's go scout. So let's see what we got in here. Well, we got a known face in there. Crazy bugs in here that I got. Yeah? Really? Oh, hang on a second. I'll be there. I just have to turn my battery around here. I made a mistake. There you are. Okay. Now I can use my torch as well. Okay. Huh? Okay, this is called the Grasshopper Cave anyway. So, might make sense. So where are you? Oh, there. Oh, yeah. Let me just get up here.
Yeah, there's some to the right that you can get close to.
Yeah.
Okay. And then here to your right a little bit more. There's some step up to. Oh, wait, one just jumped. Yeah, they're a grasshopper. I don't know that.
Yeah. So that's the reason why it's called the Grasshopper Cave. Look at that.
Yeah.
Some big buggers.
They're big. Crazy long legs.
Yeah.
Sticking up.
And there's a whole bunch of them right down here behind. Gotta watch out. How interesting is that?
Yeah. Oh, here's one behind.
That's a good find.
Yeah. Here's one close.
Oh yeah. I just have to make sure I don't.
There's your shadow.
Closer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Here he goes. See if he hops.
Huh?
See if he hops.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's gonna walk. Big long antennas.
Big long antennas, but there you are.
There we go.
The Grasshopper Cave. We now know why it's called that. So, the Thais, they do like to show the spirits a little bit of respect, so they do sacrifices around, and that's when we see these Buddha statues and offerings like juice or Coca-Cola or whatever. Usually they use red soda as a substitute for the wine they were supposed to be using, but wine is too expensive.
Well, that's why I see that red soda.
Yes, that's why they have the red soda. So, if anybody's wondering what kind of light I'm using right now, then it is the floodlight on the LED Lensa MH10, and does a quite okay job. We'll continue this way.
I haven't seen any bats.
No, there'll be bats in here. They're coming, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. The bats are in here somewhere, so you're getting flying there. See that?
Oh, yeah, sure. All right, see. Not disappointed.
Huh?
It did not disappoint, Dave.
No. I'll tone down my light just a tad. It gets hot. There's sideways here, but I've been down these sideways. There is nothing.
No.
So it's not really there. We gotta go. Now I've known this cave for 15 years.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
And I'm very happy to see that it has not been touristed. Because if you look at all the other caves that we have in Chiang Mai area, anyway, the big ones worth looking at, they've been touristed. You charge entrance fee, they are lit artificially and stuff like that. And when they started putting up signs about 10 years ago for this cave, I was afraid that this was just the next step. But it was not. It was not. Oh. Bats flying around.
Yeah.
And the big bats.
Yeah, they are good size, aren't they?
Yeah. Pretty decent. So I've never been down this way here, but I suspect that is also ending blind.
Yeah.
So that's not where we're going tomorrow anyway. Down that way.
No, it looks like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the advantages of using a hat with a wide brim. You get out of the way of the box.
Yeah.
You also got a shelf of something like up there. That is what fooled me in here once I was in here. One of the times I went in here alone, actually. I got lost. It was a fairly unpleasant feeling.
Ooh, I would imagine.
And I mean, I was prepared on this house, and I was only lost for like a minute. But a minute can sound like a long time, or at least feel like a long time. So, and what happens was, I'll show you when we get there. But I was when I'm walking up, there was only one path, and you walk that path to the left, and you walk up, and it veers to the right and up on a plateau. And when I then come back, that where I came from was a very narrow place, which wasn't all that obvious. So I took the left path when I went down, and then I just came to this drop of 3 meters or so, and said, "Whoa! I haven't seen that before."
Yeah.
So where did that come from? Well, the bugs are not that bad today. No. So that was the first hallway. Now we're going into the second. Well, if I don't know any better, I'd say that they cleaned it up here. It wasn't that easy before. Oh. I don't know if you guys can see it here on the camera. Everything is so far away. The light has got a problem. Well, it's not a problem reaching it, but it's a problem showing it. Are you okay?
Yep.
All right. Just showing you for perspective. All right, so down here, I found a possible place to continue. Oh. Oh. I don't remember. Oh, what's happening here? Yeah. Anyway, you want to come down, see?
Okay, yeah, I don't know where you're gonna go.
It's a bit creepy crawly.
Oh wow, okay.
But I think this is where they say that you get out to something else if you just go a little bit further down there.
Oh really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So it is a bit wow. But that's one thing. Yeah. But I can't. I don't know. I remember it being that where I shine right now, over there. Not this.
Oh.
So something has changed. Maybe more dirt in the cave or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's one place to continue.
Yeah.
So now you know what you're up for.
Yeah.
It's not just walking high and tall like they do it here. And it is about the limit of what I want to venture into. But there's supposedly, as far as the lady said, so this should be further up here. The one she talks about. But that's totally virgin to me. No idea. I mean, it would kind of spoil the pleasure, one could say, if there were an arrow showing us in the right direction.
Right.
But given it is a parcel and it's still virgin territory to me, I wouldn't mind knowing where is the safe bet on that. Well, then imagining this cave being totally flooded, and as a rescue diver have to find your way in without knowing which one of all these holes here is actually the one they went through, because the place is not mapped. I mean, what they did up in Chiang Mai is like beyond anything I can comprehend. That is that we're standing here, breathing normally, and can have pure visibility and no problem, no panic, no stress. We still don't know which direction to go, just for the fun of it. And they were working on the clock. Yeah. Yeah. When one upside, they were not bothered by bats.
No.
All right, so we're now heading back. I'm being bucked by bugs.
I don't know if you can see that on camera. If I do like this. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of insects in here trying to dig into my eyes and my ears and nose and mouth. How funny is that? This was a really bad stench when we entered here.
Yeah.
But as I get here, it's like, oh, fresh air. Still not good, but it's just much better than in there. What a blessing to be out. Oh. Look at my hat.
Oh my gosh, those things are. How's mine? I got some too.
So,
Oh yeah.
I did have the feeling that I was visited, but
Little black things.
yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, they're the ones that were landing on my cheek. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yours as well. There's no escaping it. So that's the cave for tomorrow to take a look at. Just do a lot for it. Now let's go see if we can find ourselves another one. When nobody knows of. So that's actually two purposes of what we're doing now. It is to find another cave as we're looking for another campsite with water supply.
Yeah.
So this is where you, yeah,
You're talking about
yeah. That's the only option there is really.
Okay.
Oh. It doesn't look like a path being used all that often.
Yeah.
Steep hillside. Oh,
That is a solid climb. Well, since we are doing off-road, we could do it as a challenge to see what's at the top brings. A very nasty hill. No, this is not for the camera. Take a look down there. Take a look up there. Every step I take is higher than it's long. And I thought I was fit. I am fit, but not that fit. That is hard here in this heat. Really hard. Tom is just way ahead. I want some of that he's eating. It must be that tortilla, cheese and chorizo. Magic food. Oh, I just got a problem catching my breath here. That is steep. Alright, camera is rolling. Let me just not be in the stitch line.
Little accomplishment.
One accomplishment. We've still got a little pimple to overcome.
Yeah.
But I just take my watch, 120 altitude meters in less than 900 vertical meters.
Look at these ants are everywhere.
Yeah.
Put this on the branch there for
Wow.
10 minutes. I get all the little red ants all over the thing.
Too much of a luxury hanging your things for drying.
Yes.
Well, Tom, he made it here 10 minutes before me.
So-
He got the time to camp.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, we're out of water,
Out of water.
so we just take the shortest way home.
We're just at home, hope for some breeze at the top of the street.
It's actually not the shortest way home.
No. Yeah.
We could walk down again.
We'd walk down again.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, let's see.
There's not much value in repeating yourself.
No. See, unless this brush gets too impenetrable.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not a ridge line with a trail.
See what it's like.
Yeah. Let's just get at it.
Yeah.
You lead the way.
There we go, here we go.
It won't take split seconds before you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, no, I was up here in a few minutes and coordinated. One of those birds. There's ones with the kind of reddish brown wings and the black body.
So we're now pretty close to home in horizontal distance, but which seems to be vertically challenged. Right down there we got the green fields where we're camping, but if I had a base jumper's parachute I might even be able to make it. That's a long way down. And it looks pretty vertical. I'll put it this way, I'm happy I'm not walking up. Think it's doable? Then put it this way, we walk down, we go for it. Ain't gonna climb up again.
No, I'm gonna pull out my GPS and
Alright.
check in.
Oh. Alright guys, we're back at camp and we didn't do anything. We were just sitting right near, about 500 meters away, and because I wanted to make sure you didn't think we're doing nothing, then I started rolling downhill, making sure I was dirty for you. So this is what it takes. No, I'm kidding you. We went in, as you saw, but the last bit of it, I didn't film it because it became really treacherous with the rocks and it was steep, and we had to navigate back and forth to make it all add up, and at the end I was pretty exhausted, I gotta be honest. It is probably the top 3 hardest trips I've done, and we only did about 6K. but the altitude meters, the rocks, the heat, the humidity, and I didn't bring enough water with me. The plan was to go see if we could find a creek in there, and if we could find a good campsite. And so I brought water purification with me, so in certain terms would be unlimited. But I'm only unlimited if we find the source. And we ended up hiking up on the ridge instead of hiking down the valley. So there you are. So I didn't film on the way back. I didn't want to embarrass myself. But now, after drinking a liter of water, I'm about to be back in my good old self. As you can see, we got some weather pulling in. We've had some thunder in the distance. If we're lucky, we'll get some rainy weather as well. So what we got to do is just clean up a bit, and then we will head down in the village and see if we can support the local shop by buying a little bit from their village. Not just about supporting them, to be honest. I need something sugar for my dinner. So let's get this wrapped up and change the clothes a bit and head down.
That's good.
Yeah, feeling semi-clean.
Semi-clean.
Breeze.
Pressure,
Yeah.
Life is good.
Got something to drink. Man går og sidder på omkring nu så langt.
สบายดีคนน้อยนี่ปลอดภัย
ครับโอเคต้องยืนน้ำเปล่าไม่ไหมเราจะได้เกลือแรกนี่ไหม
ตัวแรกไม่มี
ไม่มี
มีแต่เป็นสปอนเซอร์อะค่ะ
มันต้องมีมันแคปซิงด้วยนี่เรา
อ๋อ
ต้องการกำลังนำการเดี๋ยวมีร้านขาย
อ๋อค่ะ
โอเคนี่เรามาขายครับ
15 40 บาท
40 บาทโอเคขอบคุณมากครับครับ But she was nice and friendly down in the shop. And she seemed like no surprise and happy that we're camping up here.
Oh yeah, she wasn't not a strange reaction.
Yeah. So, water, Coke, Fanta. I'm gonna enjoy this. Imagine how hard that bit was a few hours ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still hard, but
I totally forgot about that. I got beef jerky.
Beef jerky, oh nice.
Yes. So you get to be the first one, if you don't count my wife into it, to get to test it.
Test it out here. Oh, okay. This is your own
My own recipe.
product or recipe, yes, okay.
Well, shut it up for
Okay, yeah.
the ants because they love it for sure as well. Yeah, it's just chewy. And that's a spicy version. But I suspect you will realize that soon enough.
look at that.
Yeah, nice sunset.